Dale, why is my internet so slow? What the heck is going on? Is it time for an upgrade again? Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I'm going to get through this. Live from Home Depot, it's Rich Moore. Home Depot. Are you shopping out there? And I hope you're shopping, or are you a greeter? What are you doing over there? Both is fine. Whatever you're doing, I'm sure it's fantastic. But I am here to share with you something. I was blown away when I was given these text messages. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a text message I got from Dr. Awesome. I call Dr. Kaylea Boutwell because of the work that she's doing. And so I'm going to give you time to decide whether you want to see graphic pictures or not. They are graphic. I'm not kidding. That wasn't clickbait just to get you on. But there are some graphic pictures. But once you get through the graphic pictures and see the end result, you are going to be blown away. And again, if you're on the fence with trying out CBD oil, this should do it. I think if you are sitting there on the fence trying to decide whether you want to give it a shot or not, you're afraid it's going to get you high. You're afraid that you're going to get the munchies for Pop-Tarts. You're afraid that you can't drive. You're afraid all this stuff, which is not true because it's not THC based. As a matter of fact, it has very little to no THC, and it has nothing but awesomeness for you. One thing I want to do is apologize for all the people that are totally healthy, because you know what? I have not mentioned you at all. I've talked about people with pain, chronic pain. Again, here I go struggling for words because I want to make sure I not mess up and say something I shouldn't say. But let's just say that there's been a lot of talk for people with all kinds of different ailments, fibromyalgia to, migraine headaches to all this other stuff where it's brought into the discussion when you're talking about CBD oil. Whether or not it helps or not or fixes it, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we often talk about people that have those things, PTSD to ADHD to autism and all that kind of stuff. We talk about that, but I've not talked, as far as I can remember, about anybody who's healthy. So all of you that are completely healthy, it is for you too, because your endocannabinoid system needs cannabidiol in the system to help regulate it. And I think Matthew Adams, who said it perfectly the other day, and I'm going to mess it up, but what he said, it's not unlike the iOS system for an iPhone, that if you are an iPhone, that you need your iOS system updated every so often and regulated so that it runs well, so that it runs perfectly, so that all your apps, your arm app, your leg app, your head app, your everything app works perfectly. It is essential that your endocannabinoid system is running well, because that essentially is your iOS system. And so if you're healthy, you need it too, because it's going to keep those things balanced and not get out of balance, and keep it running well so that when you do have ailments, they heal quickly, so that oh my gosh, I feel so struggled with coming up with words that is not going to harm me, that your inflammations won't take over your body and cause you a lot of discomfort and pain. So it is for you too. And I just really apologize to all of you who are healthy, because I think I'm doing you a disservice too by not mentioning you that this is a great dietary supplement for you. Right? Regardless, it's not just for when you are hurting. It is just not for when you can't, manage the stuff that's going on with you. All right. So it is really for you. It is and the endocannabinoid system is not as far, it's been in our bodies, since we were created. But it is kind of new as far as understanding of how it operates and that it even existed, as far as I've learned in my research. So you want to keep that system running well and update it with, 4 or 5 drops, maybe, or less of CBD oil to keep it balanced. It's that updated version of your EDS system, as it's called, the endocannabinoid system, or ECS. I'm sorry. Again, it's all new. So, the other thing I want to help people understand who are in the marketing business, or that are Facebook marketers and that kind of stuff, that may be wondering, hey, Bruce, who may be wondering why I do these Facebook Lives on my personal page. And I know that it is probably coming up with people that are smart, right? They're probably thinking, well, I know you have a today's CBD oil Facebook page, but you always go live on your personal page. Why? Maybe in their mind, they're asking, well, maybe Andy knows what he's doing. And maybe he knows something. Well, no, this isn't really necessarily a marketing thing. I think I have an obligation. Again, if I were to go back to day one when I started talking about CBD oil, it is because I felt that it was my obligation to share to my family and friends about something that I thought was going to change their life and make their life better. And so it is my obligation, like anything else. If I learn something, no matter what it is, that can help my friends and family, I'm going to share it, right? My solar panels has been awesome, right? The air conditioning has been running since it's been getting hot. Last summer, it ran all summer long, and I didn't have the $600 a month bill. So anybody that asks or anybody that I think should know, I say, you really should try those solar panels because my bill is $10 a month. And I run the air conditioner. I have a pool. I have a jacuzzi. I have a daughter right here. Leave the lights on and their fan on in their bedrooms all the time. Never turn them off. I needed the solar system or the solar system. Of course, we need the solar system, the solar panel system. And so I share, right? So as I share that, I'm sharing to my friends and family who I have an obligation. So I figure the best way to reach my friends and family is on my personal page, not on the Today's CBD Oil page, because less of you are on that page. More of you are on my personal page, and I want to make sure as long as I'm standing here and breathing, I'm going to tell you good news, and I'm going to give you things that I think I should, based on my knowledge, based on my experience, and pass them on to you. Just like I passed on a video of Led Zeppelin playing back in the 70s. It was awesome. Actually, it might have been 68. I can't remember now. I watched so many videos this morning, I forgot. But I shared that because it's awesome. It is true rock and roll. It is real rock and roll on a little tiny stage with no extra electronics other than the electronic guitars and the synth and the organ that he was playing. I shared that because why? Because it's fantastic. All right. So that's why I go to my personal page. That's why I share that this information with you first. At some point, as most of you get pulled over as you get into the Today's CBD Oil Facebook page, I will begin to broadcast live out of there, and that's why I do that. So I hope that makes sense. It's not a marketing decision. It's just I have an obligation to all of you, whether you're watching live right now or on the replay. I see April's on, Matthew's on. Yes. And the last thing, as I want to always say and always make sure is very, very clear. If you believe that I'm doing this only for money, you're sadly mistaken. As a matter of fact, I want you to buy from Matthew Adams. I want you to buy from Laura Hanlon, who might be on here. Who else is on here? Rich Moore, Robert Block, April or Roga, who's on. Don't buy from me. Buy from them. Because if you think that that's what I'm doing, if you think that that's my purpose is to sell you something, it's not. It's to make sure that you have the information that I think that you need to live a healthy life and be happy and be healthy and wake up in the morning and go, wow, where was that pain that I had, for years? It's gone. Wait, I just slept for 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours? I've never slept for 6 or 7 or 8 hours. And now suddenly I'm sleeping for 6 or 8 hours. Now my kids are waking me up. That has never happened. I mean, other than the middle of the night because they have to go pee or, need help in the bathroom or something like that. But I'm sleeping like crazy. All right. So I think what? Oh, my daughter said, I think that's only you who wakes up in the middle of the night to go pee. No. Rhett woke up this morning and said, Dad, I got to go pee. I said, okay, we'll go pee. Way too much information. All right. So now you've had enough time to make a decision whether you're going to stick around because I'm going to show you the first couple pictures are going to be shocking, right? Ray, you've seen them, right? Come over here. Oh, you should have brushed your hair before you came on camera. So you saw the pictures. Do they need to be warned, right? That they're a little bit graphic. Yeah, they're a little bit graphic. So the first picture is not the first picture. The first picture I'm going to show you is not graphic. It's going to be of Dr. Kaylea. And so I want you to see her because we're going to be talking to her on Monday. All right. So what I'm going to show you today is a text message exchange between her and I leading up to our decision to do a broadcast on Monday. And I want you to see right now why you need to watch on Monday because this isn't the only thing she has for us. What I'm about to show you is not the only thing. She has other things that she's going to share in regard to CBD oil that you need to hear about, see, an experience with Dr. Kaylea. She is amazing. I call her Dr. Awesome because what she does is awesome. And you are going to enjoy it. So again, this is kind of a teaser for what's going to happen on Monday. So either watch us live, and I may have an opportunity for you to come on and ask her questions live while she's on, and you can ask her things. And so understand that that's available. I'm going to go ahead and take this lower third off so that you can see the pictures. So what I'm about to show you is directly from her. I have her permission and the patient's permission to show you these pictures. And I'll show you that in the text. It's in the text. So, again, this is a text. I'm not showing you anything that's on another Facebook page. I'm not showing you anything that can be construed as, I don't know, that I've fabricated in any way. These are text messages and pictures from a surgeon.
It is text because I saw it.
Thank you, Ray. And so here we go. I'm going to share my page. I have to do it differently now. For whatever reason, Be Live doesn't recognize my text messaging app, so that it won't see it. So I have to share my screen. So you're going to see the back. My messenger, text messaging application. All right. So here we go. I'm going to bring it up.
Why are we glitching?
I don't know. The internet, that's why I remember I tell you guys to get off of Apple TV when I'm on. That's because that happens. So I don't know why it's glitching. So I apologize, everybody. But I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to call the Spectrum and see if I can get the speed all back up to snuff and get everything cleaned out and get it pushed through and make sure that everything is running smoothly on Monday for sure. All right. So let's go ahead and go to my page here. All right. So, oopsie. How did that happen? Oh, wrong text messages. I got a lot of people I text messages. Okay, so hold on. All right, so there you go. You saw a preview. Why is it doing this? All right, there we go. So there's Dr. Kaylea. Dr. Kaylea is fantastic. I met her. She's a new #1 best-selling author. I helped her in San Diego with 111 other people, and so that's where we first began to talk. She wrote a book, or is writing a book on her work as a surgeon in St. Louis, Missouri. And we're going to learn more about her on Monday. All right. So I'm talking to her, and this is the picture that I used. As you can see on the broadcast, you'll see the little image that is on there. That's why I needed that. So she sent that to me. And then that's a little bit of text messaging exchange. And then here comes a message that she says, you see a little glimpse, and it says, by the way, check out these pics of my patient. Use topical HempWorks CBD on traumatically amputated fingers. So I talked to Kaylea about HempWorks. She is she's told me that she is going to make sure that everybody is directed to me in regard to HempWorks, which is an honor. And so here she's telling me use topical HempWorks CBD on traumatically amputated fingers. At 3 weeks, the scars look 3 years old. So what she's going to tell as we're looking through this is, I'm going to share it through here, Ray. Come on the other side. You're distracting, Ray. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and go full screen here, solo. So that way you don't see us kind of bouncing around here. All right. So here we go. So here is what the fingers, and I'm going to blow it up a little bit. So this is what on the day that it was done. That's the injury. You can see that they're quite damaged. So those 2 fingers had to go, and it looks like part of the thumb was gone. So they must have put it back, because you're going to see that the thumb actually is back in the next picture. All right. So that's what it looked like when the damage was done. Get rid of this picture. And now this is after the surgery. You can see that they replaced the tip of the thumb there. And then these 2 fingers had to be amputated and taken off. All right. So it looks pretty bad. Right. So this gentleman, we're going to learn later on, is 59 years old. He's not a young kid. You can tell by, his arm that he's, not young. And that those fingers had to be taken. There's stitching. The thumb was replaced. And so they begin apparently to apply topically HempWorks CBD oil. All right. This is a few days later. After the stitches have been removed, and we're talking only. How long have you had to keep stitches on when you've ever had to get stitches? I've
never got stitches.
Yeah, well, not you. I'm talking to the audience. Thank you, Ray. All right, so that's what it looks like as it's healing. Here is only a couple weeks after. You can see that it's virtually almost healed, right? And then 3 weeks later, this is the picture of what it looks like 3 weeks later. 3 weeks later on a 59-year-old man. Now, some of you that are not in your 50s don't know how long it takes to heal when you cut. It takes a long time, right? And look at this. Look at this. Are you kidding me? This is 3 weeks later. Okay, let me say it again. 3 weeks later, after applying CBD HempWorks oil. All right. So again, FDA, I'm telling you that I'm just passing on the information that I have been given by a trained surgeon, medical doctor, that this is what it looks like 3 weeks later.
How did that happen?
So here's what she wrote. I've been an operating surgeon since 2003. I've never seen anything heal this quickly. And he's 59, not a young guy, healed like Wolverine.
How'd that happen?
I'm just letting that soak in. I don't know how it happened. Healed like Wolverine because of what a topical CBD oil, placed directly onto the wound. And then just down here a little bit more, I asked her and I said, "You got to be kidding me. That's fantastic." And then we set the date for the Monday. And then I said, any chance can those pics, can I use those pics to build interest for our interview? I will be respectful. And then she said I was greedy because I asked for more than 1 day with her. And she said she might. And then Monday for sure. And she said, yes, you can use the pics. The patient agreed already. He may be willing to be a video testimonial for you if you'd like me to ask. He's an awesome, super nice guy and a huge fan of the product being HempWorks. CBD oil. All right. So let me come back to you here.
I just can't imagine me having only 2 fingers.
I know. I can't imagine either. You want to have a seat over there in the audience, Ray, please? Okay. You're beautiful. Okay. All right. So does anybody have any questions about that? Do you want to call BS? Do you want to, anybody want to hear, you want to ask me any questions about this stuff? I don't know if I see anything coming. I think people are stunned because I can see people are watching, but I don't know. Did I stun you? I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say about, I've kind of just been trying to decide, what do I do with this information? What do I do with these pictures? How do I get people to show up on Monday to hear this interview with Dr. Kaylea and the other stuff? She tells me there's other things. She goes, that's nothing. I have more. What I think that you can tell your audience about the amazing, this amazing subject matter of using CBD oil as a dietary supplement or that this there's more that needs to be known about this, and it needs to be studied and needs to be figured out. Let me bring it back up my lower third. All right. So I don't know what to tell you. If you want to give it a shot, there's no known side effects that anybody knows about in regard to trying it. So if you want to give it a try and see how it changes your life or fixes any symptoms you may have with things that are going on, it is definitely worth a try. If you believe that you like the information that I've given you, if you enjoy the process that I'm taking you through each one of these broadcasts to tell you how it's changing my life, sharing other people's stories, then I suggest you go to today'scbdoil.com, as it says right down here, today'scbdoil.com, going backwards, today'scbdoil.com, and you try some. For 30 days, you can try it, and if it does nothing for you, you can send back the empty bottle and get your money back. Is there anything more, what's better than that, right? That you have the potential of trying something that's going to maybe change your life or make your life a little bit better, this dietary supplement. And if it doesn't, if you decide, it's not worth it. It's not worth the cost and it's not giving me, any ROI, return on investment, then you send back the empty bottle and you get your money back. and there's no side effect. It's not going to do anything to you. All right. And so I don't know how you could go wrong. Right. And again, I apologize again so much for not addressing healthy people, because healthy people need their iOS system rebooted and kept up to date. And this is the thing that will do that. Your endocannabinoid system that's in your body needs help from cannabinoid oil, CBD oil. Keeps glitching. I'm in Mountain Town, Helen, Georgia, in a motel room, but I'm blown away by what I am seeing. Debbie, I am too. And again, if it wasn't direct, firsthand coming to me, I've gotten in trouble on another post that I have of trying to say this is firsthand information. It's not like I'm heard it from Matthew Adams, who heard it from Debbie Murrow, who heard it from somebody else, and now I'm sharing it. No, I'm hearing it directly from the surgeon who did the work on that patient. And those are pictures from her with the patient's permission that I'm sharing with you. This is firsthand information. This isn't a testimonial read on a Facebook page that it's not coming from CNN or Fox, right? This is firsthand information coming from a surgeon. What did I miss? I see you tag me. Yes, I wanted you to see what I showed. You're gonna have to watch the replay because I'm not sure. Maybe I could. Maybe I should share it again just to make sure everybody saw it. For those of you that are joining late, I'm driving, having trouble getting this video to play. I'm so sorry. Would it help with my coughing? Have to use inhaler? Now that is a good question, Paul. I don't know. Matthew Adams, have you heard anything about that? I guess that depends on what the cough is being caused by. And again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not ever claiming to be one, and I'm not trying to diagnose anything or to give you any prescribed medication advice or anything like that. I don't know. I know that if it is due to inflammation, that I have heard that the way that CBD oil works on the endocannabinoid system is that it has been known to help with inflammation. Is that okay? Whew. Man, I love dancing, but I feel like I'm dancing around something that just doesn't need to be danced around. All right, John, the floor, no words. Thank you, Matthew. I told you, Matthew. I was trying to tell Matthew the other day. I go, you're not gonna believe what I'm gonna share. You're not gonna believe what I am. With the type of information that I'm getting, that is just going, this is just the beginning, Matthew, by the way. Dr. Awesome is going to be awesome for us and for the world, because I think she has some insight to some direct use of this dietary supplement on her patients that is just going to blow people away. Coughing is caused by who says so. Again, Paul, my suggestion, again, this is a suggestion, is that you give, oh my gosh, this darn video. I don't know what's happening here. I have one of the fastest speeds and I have everything connected, hardwired, and I'm still getting this glitchiness. I'm going to call Spectrum and see if I can't get this fixed. So I apologize. But again, I'm going to make sure that I do that in the next couple of days to make sure that I'm prepared for Dr. Kaylea on Monday. But yes, so really quickly, April, I'm going to go through it again really fast here for you, just so you can see it. But this is Dr. Kaylea. I'll be interviewing her on Monday. So make sure that you go to that post that's on my personal page or in the today's CBD oil page or wherever I posted it, and click on you want reminded that you want to be aware of when we are live with Dr. Kaylea, so that you get a reminder in your Facebook that we are going live. Right? She is going to talk about not only this patient, but other patients, but this patient who had, and again, when I'm going to read her words, by the way, check out these pics of my patient, her patient, not somebody else's patient, her patient, my patient. She says, use topical HempWorks CBD on traumatically amputated fingers. At 3 weeks, the scars look 3 years old. All right. So this is what it looked like when it happened. All right. This is what happened, and it caused her to have to amputate the ring finger and the pinky finger and replace the thumb tip on the thumb. All right. So that's funny, right? Yeah, it's not funny. That's a really poor use of words. It's interesting that the thumb was completely cut off, but yet that's replaced, and the two fingers that weren't completely cut off had to be amputated. So I can't wait to ask her about that. All right. So that's what it looked like after the surgery with the stitching. This is a few days, maybe a week or two after the application of topically the HempWorks CBD oil, where the stitches are already removed and the healing has begun. And this is, I'm guessing, maybe 2 weeks later, where you can see now you hardly see any indication that there's where the stitching was or the injury. I wish the thumb would have gotten that picture, but it didn't. And so there's that. And then this is what it looked like 3 weeks later. And I think the close-up is just so you can see how well it healed. Now, I don't have to tell anybody, right? This isn't, it's not brain surgery to say that if you can have healing happen quickly, that means it's healing healthy, right? That you have healthy healing going on, and that you're not risking the longer that something stays open and wounded is, I think that's the right word, in a open sore type of situation, is the likelihood of infection and more damage to more of that hand can be done. The longer it's an open wound that has the potential of germs, and again, infection is what you're trying to avoid. You want it to heal well. You want it to heal quickly so that you no longer have this open wound. And again, I think that that's common sense. I'm not telling you anything that you don't know. So the fact that it was able to heal so well and so quickly is fantastic, right? For the patient. That's good patient service, right? That she's using something that potentially healed this in a way that minimized the chance that more damage would be done to the hand. Right. And I think that that's amazing. If what she says is possible, that this healed in 3 weeks, 3 weeks, the 3-year normal time of healing was reduced down to 3 weeks. Think of how much could have happened over 3 years with that hand that had this wound that was struggling to heal, as opposed to healing it in 3 weeks. That's what blows me away. All right. So, what I really want to know is if this is going to help me with my cramps and PMS. Well, I don't know. Girls, anybody that uses it, that's Debbie, or anybody else, will your guest be able to speak to how this topical application helped from a medical? Yes, I'm guessing she will. And the only reason I think she can is because she's just going to be talking about her experience, and maybe I'll get some direction on that to make sure that was okay. I'm so sorry. In my excitement, I've already blown out my voice. Yeah, she's voice text. I don't know. We're gonna find out though, and I'm gonna make sure that she understands that. And we'll put the disclaimer up there and everything. So there it is. That is my news for you today. Again, please share, like, follow today's CBD oil. Make sure and share the broadcast that's going to be coming out on Monday. It's already posted. I've scheduled it. So you can take and share that with your audience, with your people, with your friends, with your family. You can share it on Twitter. You can share it on LinkedIn. You can share it on whatever it is you're using for your social media other than Facebook, and including Facebook, and make sure that people know that we're going to be interviewing this surgeon about how she uses CBD oil, HempWorks CBD oil, not any CBD oil, but HempWorks CBD oil, a trained surgeon in St. Louis, how she's using HempWorks CBD oil in her practice, right? To avoid opioids is what she told me. She says, I just want to do it. And that is not a direct quote, but that is during our discussion we had at lunch in San Diego, is that it's more dangerous to give somebody an opioid than obviously CBD oil. And if CBD oil is a good solution as a dietary supplement or a topical application, then why not? All right. So I'm going to get off this broadcast because it is really irritating me that I'm getting a little bit of shakiness there. I apologize. It is it is out of my control. This part I can't control. The mistakes I make as far as clicking on things and not clicking on things, that kind of stuff, I apologize for that. But this is not in my control. When I started, it was perfectly fine. It's just somehow when I'm going and getting going, it just becomes glitchy. And I directed my kids to get off the internet, and they're all off. So I don't know why I'm still having this issue. But beginning, join me on Monday with Dr. Kaylea Boutwell and just learn more about this fantastic supplement that is in your grasp. All you need to do is go to today's CBDOil.com, order some. You have 30 days to try it. Send back an empty bottle if you don't like it and get your money back. Right? Or continue using it like many other people. I have many people reordering. That's how I know that it's working. That's how I know that they're getting what it is they wanted out of it, because they're reordering. And that is fantastic. And so there you go. Robert Block. What is the comparison between the current procedure and the CBD on the hand? I don't know, but we're going to ask her. Robert, join us on Monday. Ask her that question yourself directly. And if you want, you can actually come on camera and ask her almost face to face. It's actually like Brady Bunch where you're side by side. But if you want to, you can actually come on. I'm going to make sure that is available. If you slow down the video, not slow down the video, if you slow down the discussion, I may kick you off. So understand that I want to make sure that the discussion stays snappy, stays quick. Again, I'm not going to have my children present. They won't come in and then giving their 2 cents. It is at a time that my children aren't here, just so you're aware. And so I'm going to ask for you too to be, if I bring you on camera, that you don't have stuff going on in the background. I've brought on people before where they have, a chainsaw going in the background and they're distracted by other crap going on. And so we're going to make sure that this particular broadcast does not have any of those things, including myself, the best that I possibly can, and make sure that it's clean and good for everybody watching. And so if you're coming on camera, make sure that you are ready to go, that you have your mic working, that you have your camera working. If you're going to be using a camera, that everything is working well. That way we can make sure that the video is good quality and good to go for people to watch the replay. All right. And so that maybe we can even download it and use it for other stuff. All right. So there you go. I hope this has been helpful to you. Have a great Saturday wherever you are. It's a little bit cloudy here in Southern California. Father's Day, they say that it may rain. So unfortunately, I think we're going to be staying in watching movies, which is perfectly fine. Actually, I think we may go to the movies. So if you want to give me your suggestions for movies, remember I have young kids. So whatever it is that young kids can see, make sure and give me your recommendations for that. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for the reactions. Was this helpful to you guys? Just make sure and let me know in the comments. If you're watching now or in the replay, just type something in. Hey, it was good. I don't believe you. I'm never buying from you because I don't trust you or believe you. Write that too, because that way I know. Again, I have another thread going on that's just crazy, and I really necessarily didn't intend it to be what it is. But as you probably know, I'm not against that. I kind of laugh at the people that respond in such dramatic ways. But I don't mind that happening here too. If there's something you think that I'm not saying that is congruent with anything that you believe, if you believe that what I'm saying is bogus, if you think that my intentions are not what my intentions are, other than giving good information, write it. Please write it, comment, and let me know. That way I can either address it or you can. I just want to know. I just want to know what your comments are. So, and if you think somebody needs to know, write their name in the comments. That way they'll get a notification that they were mentioned in a post and we'll watch this video. All right. So you can do all those things, but please comment, please react, please do all the things that you're feeling in your heart, right? And don't hold back. Write it in here. Let me know what you think and share it. Share it with your friends, share it with your family. I know it's a little bit shaky, but I think the point can still be made, even though the video is maybe not 100%. Hopefully the sound is still good, but the video just is a little bit shaky. All right. Laura, thank you so much. I love you too. There's so many people that I love. Really, I think I do. I'm and that I've never met in person. Matthew Adams being one of those people. Robert Block, I met. I love that guy. Laura Hansen, I just mentioned. April Roga, I just so much love her. She is so supportive, has so many kind things to say. She bought my book, Falco Walking with God and a Dog, read the book, and then typed me and told me how she was sobbing and crying, and not in a bad way, but wanted to share that with me, and just has been so transparent with me and shared so much. I interviewed her about her child who was stricken with autism, and just shares so much. That interview has gotten thousands of views. And so she is just a fantastic person. But so many of you that that are on here, and I on the internet, and just so thankful for the relationship as it stands now. At some point, hopefully at the HempWorks convention in Las Vegas, we'll get to meet. If you're going to be there, we'll get to hug and have a drink together, or a soda, or whatever it is, a coffee, whatever it is you drink. I drink them all, so I'll find a way and share a lunch or something together. And just, I can't wait to meet you at some point. And there you go. All right. So share, like, comment, react, put people's names in that you think that should see this, because they maybe, again, are those people, I just don't believe that it's really can do all these things. Yeah, just show them the pictures. That's amazing. All right, that is it. I'm going to sign off now. Have a great Saturday and a great weekend, a great Father's Day to all you fathers. God bless you. Have a great day with your children. If close, give them a phone call, Skype them, Zoom them, whatever it is, and connect with your family. If it's been a while and there's something wedged between you two, try to mend that wedge, maybe this weekend. Try to maybe connect if there's something that's been going on that's just been keeping you apart. Try to mend that this weekend. All right, give it a shot. All right. And just reach out and try and say, you know what? I forgive you. Will you forgive me? Whatever it is, and reach out and reach those people. I'm getting a little teary eyed because this is so emotional. The whole subject matter of the CBD oil and seeing that man's hand is emotional for me. Talking about children is emotional, and relationships. I've had my share of relationships that have gone sour, and would love at some point to fix some of my relationships that aren't as healthy as they should be. And so I'm reaching out to you to maybe I can follow your lead also. So why don't you do that this weekend? All right, that would be great. All right, I love you guys. Take care. I'll talk to you later. Bye.